y'all for having me back this morning. It's good to be saved this morning.
Yes, sir. Amen.
I'm gonna start in John 9. I can already tell you I ain't gonna get far ready. I'm already fired up.
Amen.
Everybody's there, say amen.
Amen.
And as Jesus passed by, he saw a man which was blind from his birth. You know, I've never been blind physically, but spiritually, I was born blind.
Yeah.
I come into this world, I spiritually, I was lost.
Come on.
There's nobody in this house here that was born saved this morning.
That's right.
We all had to come to him. That's what we had to do. There ain't nobody in here, no matter how good you think you are. I thought I was pretty good back then, brother. I wasn't.
Come on.
I was lost, I was dying, I was going to hell. Now, thank God the day that he showed me I was blind.
Amen.
I was living in that darkness. I couldn't get nowhere.
Right.
I was in the world, I was drinking, I was cussing, I had kids before marriage, brother. I was lost. I didn't see it. But that day, whenever I seen that light, it might have just been a glimmer, but whenever I seen it, what happened to Paul when he was on his way to Damascus, it blinded him.
Amen.
Brother, that day it blinded me.
Amen.
I thank the Lord for that.
Amen.
And his disciples asked him, saying, Master, who did sin, this man or his parents, that he was born blind? Jesus answered, neither this man sinned nor his parents, but that the works of God should be made manifested in him.
Amen.
Pray for me. The Lord showed me a lot of stuff in this, and I just pray I can get it out. But, brother, not everything happens to me and you just because we sin.
Come on.
Just because we backslid or something, that's what people might think whenever we go through a hard time. If I lose my job, somebody, well, he lost on his boss. He cussed him out. That ain't what happened.
Right.
God lets each thing happen to each person because he knows what we can do.
Yeah.
He knows what I can handle. He knows what you can handle. He knows what each and every one of us can handle.
Yeah.
Just because we go into a hard time ain't because we're lost. Brother, if that's the case, I'd be lost this morning.
Me too. Amen. Amen. That's true.
Bless him.
And it says, I must work the works of him that sent me while it is day.
Yes,
The
sir.
night cometh when no man can work.
Amen.
As long as I'm in the world, I am the light of the world.
Amen.
Ain't you glad he's still that light this morning?
Yeah, boy.
He ain't in darkness this morning. He's still there.
Praise
If he's in
God.
darkness this morning, it's because you're lost.
Yeah.
That's plain and simple.
That's right.
If you don't see that light this morning, if you don't feel that spirit, you ain't saved.
That's right.
If you can't come to church, if you can't drive down the road and listen to radio and someone get fired up, you're lost. You ain't saved. And when he had this spoken, he spit on the ground and made clay of the spittle. And he anointed the eyes of the blind man with the clay.
Amen.
And he said unto him, Go wash in the pool of Siloam, which is by interpretation sent. He went his way, therefore, and washed, and come seeing. Brother, he come seeing.
Yes, sir.
You remember when you come seeing?
Amen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, boy.
Thank you, Jesus.
Amen.
Thank you.
It says, And he made clay of the spittle, and anointed the eyes of the blind man with the clay. He touched him.
Yeah.
And then he told him, he said, Go.
Yeah.
Did he see him? He couldn't see him, but son, brother, he felt him. He felt that spirit.
Yeah.
He felt him. He even felt that touch, that little touch that he felt.
Amen.
Ain't you glad you feel that every once in a while when you're down and you're chained down and you can't go? Ain't you glad he's a chain breaker this morning?
Yeah.
He can break him chains. You can feel that. You can break him.
Amen.
Come on.
Yeah, boy.
And it says, and he comes saying, the neighbors therefore, and they which before had seen him, that he was blind, said, Is not this he that sat and begged? The blind man that sit there, that was a beggar, that sat there couldn't see nobody, and he come walking up the road by himself.
Amen.
How did he get down to the pool of Siloam? How did he get there? He had to walk.
Yeah.
What was that first song we sung this morning, brother?
Can't even walk. Hold him up.
I can't even walk without you holding my hand. Ain't that what the blind man done?
Yeah.
He couldn't see. He didn't know where he was going.
Right.
He, woo! And what was that you saying, Brother Russ, about the living water this morning? You know what the pool Siloam, what that interpretates? The pool Siloam is living water.
Amen.
You know why? It's a spring that comes out of the rock.
Amen.
That pool Siloam, they go down, I studied this. Lord knows I ain't smart. It took a lot of whipping to get me to this point. But whenever they went to that pool Siloam, they went and washed before they went to the temple. To cleanse. Brother, that living water, with that blind man that couldn't see, that was bound down,
Amen.
that living water woke him up, touched him. Did you imagine? No matter what that living water was that he went, that they called the living water, that spit, when Jesus put it in that clay and rubbed it on his eye.
Amen.
Can you imagine how pure that is?
Yeah.
We're up here in Spillcorn. There's spring water everywhere, pure water, but there's nothing on this earth as pure as that spit. When Jesus touched that clay and anointed his eyes. That touch of that Jesus on it. Woo, brother. I'm telling you, if you don't feel that this morning, something's wrong. And the neighbors therefore, and they which before had seen him, that he was blind, said, Is not this he that sit and bathe? And some said, This is he. Others said, He is like him, but he said, I am he. I am he. You can't tell me what the Lord has done for me. Only I know what the Lord's done for me. I know what I used to be. I know where I come from. My mom can't come down here and pray for me, brother, and save me. She can come in that house, but only I can make the decision. When I hear that knock on that door, brother, and there come a time when I didn't hear that knock. I started getting scared. I didn't hear that knock on that door. Jesus' knuckles got sore. Son, he quit knocking. That's a scary time whenever you don't hear that knock. When you don't hear that voice saying, Come here, Josh. Come here. When you don't hear that, you're sitting there, you're chained down saying, Lord, just please, one more time, give me one more chance. He's only got to give us one chance, brother. That's all he's got to give. If you don't hear that voice, if you hear it, you better answer, because you're not promised again. And therefore so they said unto him, How were thine eyes open? He answered and said, A man that is called Jesus. A man that is called Jesus opened my eyes. A man that's called Jesus spit on the ground and rubbed that clay in my eyes. Brother, I work in construction. You ever got clay in your eyes? You can't see. You got water in your eyes. You can't see. You're irritated. He sees. He comes seeing, bro. He went washing that pure water and that living water. Thank God he's living this morning. He's still here. He's living this morning.
Amen.
Yes, bud.
That's good, Doc. Amen.
Let's come on over here to 24. And it says, Then again called the other man that was blind, and said unto him, Give God the praise. We know that this man is a sinner. He answered and said, Whether he be a sinner or no, I know not. One thing I know, that whereas I was blind, now I see.
Amen.
Amen. I know where I was at. I know where I've come from, brother.
Sir.
I know what I see now. All them years of running, brother, I ain't been saved for 2 years. And thank God that day I got saved. I didn't get saved in a church and altar. You don't have to get saved in a church and altar. I was saved crossing Sam's Gap in a sewer truck. I worked for MSD. I dig sewer line. I got saved in a nasty sewer truck.
Amen.
I mean, come on. If I can get saved in a sewer truck, brother, there's a lot of people can't even get saved in church. They're worried about what their friends think. They're worried about well, if I get saved, my mom, I don't have nothing to do with it. Well, that's fine. If your mom's going to disown you over that, well, brother, let it be, because that's not the Lord's will. The Lord who lives to be with him.
Amen. Amen.
Come down here to verse 34, and it says, They answered and said unto him, Thou wast altogether born in sins, and dost thou teach us today, cast him out? Jesus heard that. They threw him out, and had cast him out, and when he had found him, he said unto him, Dost thou believe on the Son of God? He answered and said, Who is the Lord, that I might believe on him? And Jesus said unto him, Thou hast both seen him, Amen.
Amen.
You better accept it.
That's good preaching. Amen.
Bless
He and answered unto him and said, Lord, that I might believe on him. And Jesus said unto him, Thou hast both seen him, and it is he that talketh with thee. And he said, Lord, I believe, and he worshipped him. Ain't you glad you worshipped him this morning? Ain't you glad no matter where you was, whenever you had your altar and you accepted him, ain't you glad that you did this morning?
Amen.
And Jesus said, For judgment I am come into this world, that they which see not might see, and that they which see might be blind. I'm glad I'm one of the ones that see this morning. I'm glad that I didn't turn my back on him no more, brother. I'm glad that I accepted him into my life. Brother, I still have my trials. I still have my tribulations on the job and my life. Brother, I ain't rich physically, but brother, there ain't nothing on this earth can take away what he gave me that day when I knelt down. When I accepted him, whenever he anointed me with his gift, I said, oh Lord. Brother, just the Spirit of Jesus. Oh, brother, that's what the Lord gave me this morning. Ain't what long, but that's what the Lord gave me.